it's Melanated RN, the nurse nomad, back with another video. And this video is going to be about travel nursing housing. Before I get into that, I know everybody is like shook about this COVID-19, the coronavirus. We're all on quarantine mode, and I just kind of want to know, like, what have you guys been doing during this time? If you're in nursing school, how did that impact you? If you are an RN, what has it been like in your facility? Like, are you guys short on supplies? Are you guys short staffed? Like, I want to know what's up. Send on the tea, because this is a big topic that has been impacting everybody literally all over the world, and especially healthcare providers. So I'm just really curious to know, like, what has been going on. And honestly, it's been a time for like travel nurses to like really pick up on travel assignments, because hospitals are needing nurses everywhere. There's crisis rates at several hospitals, especially in New York, especially in California. I've seen some in New Jersey, I've seen some in Massachusetts, but yeah, and Florida. Well, I don't know if I saw any in Florida, but there are like crisis travel rates everywhere. So anyways, just leave a comment below, let me know what's been popping with you guys, because I am super curious. But I want to get into travel nurse housing, because I think that's probably like the #1 thing that kind of makes people afraid to travel, because it's just like, okay, yeah, I got a job, but like, where am I gonna live? I mean, some people are like, where am I gonna find a short-term lease? Which you don't even need to do all of that, honey. But there are different forms of housing, and one of the major ones that a lot of people have been using is Airbnb, and that is super easy. Everybody knows Airbnb is an application that you can download on your phone, and it has a whole bunch of listings of various types of housing, whether you want an entire house, whether you want an apartment, if you want to rent a room from somebody. There are several options, and there are several affordable options too. So yeah, Airbnb is definitely a top choice, because when you do Airbnb, you literally don't have to do anything but just book it and go. You don't have to worry about bringing appliances, linen, towels. All that is already prepared for you. It's like going into a hotel that has all the essential amenities, except for it's gonna have a kitchen, because not all hotels have kitchens. But you know, it has everything that you're gonna need. So literally all you have to do is bring you, yourself, and you, and your scrubs, and pretty much that's it. So Airbnb is definitely a really good choice. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go on Airbnb on my phone right now, and I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. So I just kind of want to see like what's popping over here right now. So let's say Atlanta, Georgia. If you have a contract that's for 3 months, I personally wouldn't book for a whole 3 months, only because you never know if your contract would get canceled. So I would say maybe start out with 1 month. So let's say today's March 31st. I'm gonna do from the 31st to the 30th, whatever. And in Atlanta right now, and on top of that, with this coronavirus thing, a lot of Airbnbs are super cheap. So here's a really nice one. This is a condominium, entire apartment. This is a studio. This is in Midtown Atlanta, so it's like a downtown area, probably like near Buckhead somewhere. It usually goes for $2,120, but now it's $1,484 a month. It's in a really good area. It's really luxurious looking, actually. Very nice, very, very nice. So yeah, it comes fully furnished. You have the whole space to yourself. So, and I'll show you guys. Hold on, let me see. Like, see, really, 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 really nice. So Airbnb is a really good and convenient option. You don't have to worry about anything. You just book, pack up your stuff, and go. Another option is Furnished Finder. Furnished Finder is an app, not an app, it's a website. I don't think they have an app for it, but it's a website. And it usually, a lot of travel nurses use it, and a lot of people put their house on Nurse Finder. I'm saying Nurse Finder. Furnished Finder, because a lot of travel nurses use it. And usually, like, on that website, it's someone that's renting out their whole home, and it's usually a home that's in like that's near like a lot of hospitals or near a hospital or whatever, because usually that's like on their listing. So Furnished Finder is pretty cool. I've never used Airbnb, or I haven't used Airbnb yet. I do plan to use it for my next assignment, but I haven't used Airbnb yet. But my first travel assignment, I did use Furnished Finder, and I didn't rent a whole entire house. I actually rented a room. And with this one, I stayed with this family, and I rented out a room. It was in a really big house. I had my own bedroom, my own bathroom. We had a shared kitchen. It was in a very nice neighborhood. It was like 2 miles away from the hospital that I was working at, but it was super convenient. I absolutely loved it. Some people might be freaked out about living with someone else, but I had no issues whatsoever. And I think what kind of made me feel comfortable is because when I did call them to like inquire about, like, you know, the house, like how everything was set up, they sent me a video of the whole entire house. And I spoke with the lady, and I was just like, you sound like you might be from the Caribbean. Are you Jamaican? And in fact, she was Jamaican. It was a Christian household, but it kind of made me feel comfortable because it was like I was staying with someone that was of my culture, because I felt like, you know, we weren't gonna have any differences, or not necessarily, you can have issues with people, but I don't know, I just felt comfortable with talking to her over the phone, and I had an amazing time doing that. And I really didn't pay that much. I think I spent like $4.50 a month on rent, which was super convenient. And that's one thing with travel nursing. When you get your housing, you want to make sure that you're not spending your stipend completely, because if that's the case, you might as well just stay at your staff nurse job, because you make more money by holding on to the stipend and profiting, you know, from that extra money that you will be making, right? So I did Furnished Finder, and then another one is company housing. I actually did company housing. I really enjoyed it, but I wouldn't recommend it, because if you do company housing, they do take that money away from you. So you'll just get your base pay rate, but you won't get that untaxed stipend. But with company housing, it was very nice. They allow you to move in, I want to say like 48 hours before your actual contract starts. So I think my contract started that Monday. I was able to move in on Saturday. Everything was furnished, full. The living room was fully furnished. The bedroom was fully furnished. There's not really much furniture you can put in the bathroom, but everything that I needed was there, except they did not provide appliances. I don't know if that was just with my agency. Maybe other agencies will provide appliances for you, but I know that my agency did not provide appliances. They did not provide linen, pillows, and sheets, so I had to bring those things for myself. I actually do have a tour of my apartment that I stayed in for my that was with my company housing, and everything. So with travel nurse housing, you have the option of Airbnb, Furnished Finder, company housing. Oh, and another really good one, if you have friends or family that lives in the area that you're going to be living, taking this travel assignment in, go ahead and stay with a friend or family if you have no problem with that, because if you do that, you probably literally don't have to bring anything but yourself, because if they have a spare room, I'm pretty sure they have linen for it. You're obviously going to be sharing the kitchen with them. That's family, you know? So that's a cheaper option. Some family members might say, hey, yeah, stay here for free, or you know, you can slide them $300 a month. I mean, they weren't expecting it, so that $300 might come in handy for them. But yes, guys, Airbnb, Furnished Finder, company housing, or just staying with a family or friend. So that's it, guys. I'll see you with another video. Bye.